Welcome everyone to Saturday Evening Chats. This is episode 30. Uh, we have Mr. DM Foss, the co-host extraordinaire, with us tonight.
Good afternoon or evening, wherever you are.
Followed up with Mr. Two Gun Kitty. Welcome.
Thank you very much for the invite. Hope everyone is having a wonderful weekend so far.
Thank you for showing up. And right in at the last minute, we have Rob D, the New York Outcast.
Hello, everybody. Hopefully, my sound's a little better than on Rick's show.
Yeah, it sounds pretty good.
Cool. Just got a cheap mic, and not sure how it worked.
So,
Sounds good.
what kind of mic did you get?
The Family Dollar special. Two-tone. I wasn't kidding, man. Just my last one just died, and he sent me the link right afterward. Thankfully, the lady was out at the store, so she was almost home, and basically I told her anything. So she got me anything. So if it works, makes it through the chat, I'll be happy.
Well, so far it sounds good. So we have Mr. Gun-loving Grandpa out in the crowd first, then Mr. Foss, PCC Kid, Ozark Yeoman, Moo, and we've got Rogaroo channel out there. So welcome everyone. So, Mr. Rob, how was your little trip?
Somebody finally asked. That's nice. It was good. Actually, it was great, to be honest with you. Had a great time the night before. Would have been nice if people showed up, but yeah, tired of sitting around and not doing anything. So found a hotel with a hot tub in the room and pool, and had a good old time. Had to basically drag the lady to the rally the next morning, but she made it. So the rally itself went well, and it did rain. And unfortunately, I left in such a hurry when I did leave that I didn't even grab a sweatshirt or coat or anything. But needless to state, made it through quite fine. A real good time. Hung out with Midnight, Walter Davis afterwards. So got some lunch. Had some outstanding waffles, I will state. So I was happy. Even lucked out on parking. Was able to find a spot like literally right down the street that was regular meter parking, which is way cheaper than the garages last time. So got assaulted by an old white lady. So yep. Yeah,
I almost feel sorry for you.
Yeah, things are so bad. She just kind of ran up and hugged me and stated
You're part of the
she
Me
doesn't want
Too movement.
Yeah, something. But I honestly think it was genuine. I don't think it was this appealing to anything in a sense. I don't know. So maybe I'm wrong, but I didn't take it wrong. So
Rob's got groupies.
She did shock my daughter when she turned around and seen some lady hugging on me. So I got a weird look. But all in all, I had a great time. Shook a lot of hands. People were very nice. Yeah. Looking forward to doing it again.
Now, did I hear right that you got a video up on your channel?
Yes, that's correct. Unfortunately, it took me a couple days to get it up. I usually I get it up quicker than that, but
happens to everyone.
We all have our moments.
My bad.
I'll have to go check it out. I haven't had a chance to yet.
Watch intently for the midnight edition.
Yeah, it was good. I'm kind of at a 50-50. I have a longer recorded version of it. If it's not full start to finish, but longer. I had more video than I showed in my video, but I didn't want to drag the video out for 20 some odd minutes. So
Yeah, I think you're better off doing it that way.
okay, because some of the speeches I thought were, they could use their own spotlight, in my opinion. Some of them were great. So, but again, you don't want to.
You might want to
too long.
You might want to clip it down to where you do have like those speeches that deserve their own time in a separate video. And
the one I got up, I think, is 4 minutes. I think so, and that kind of includes everything with a quick. I think the longest section of speech is a minute and change, just over a minute. So, but it was too good to cut. So.
Were you happy with the crowd that showed up there?
Oops. Yeah, honestly, I thought it was quite good. So, if I had to say, it might not have been as big as the last year's, but last year's was done inside. The majority was inside. This year it was outside, so people had more room to spread out. You weren't huddled in, one main lobby. So looks could probably be deceiving in a sense. But if I had to guess, and I did not count, honestly, it started filling up pretty quick, and by that point I was honestly too busy socializing. People were shaking hands and coming up, introducing themselves, and got caught up in the moment, you could state. So I didn't really do a visual count, but thinking back, I'd say at least it had to be 200 to 300 people by mid-event.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, I thought that's good for late notice. I mean, sure, we'd like there to be thousands, but being realistic, I thought that was pretty good.
And especially it wasn't on like a Tuesday late morning.
Yep. And it was a little cool and rainy. It rained on us 2-3 times, but the good Patriots we had out there stood there fine, took it, not a problem.
See, that's always good.
Yeah, because like you get those people that will say, "Oh, I would have gone, but I had to work or the weather, or So the fact that you can get 200 people out on a bad day at that time, I think is very good.
I agree. And like normal, what I would expect is as soon as it started raining, it would start thinning out, but it almost seemed to be the opposite. It actually kept growing. So, some diehard people out there. I respect that. So. Also, people were obviously making rounds. Representatives came out and spoke. Some representatives were going in with a bunch of people to go around and speak to the other representatives. Everybody was encouraged to go in and speak to your reps, which is the beauty of doing a rally on a day that they're actually there. Obviously, I didn't go in because nobody wants to talk to the guy from New York, but
But sometimes it's good to go in and like sign the different people's ledger, and like say if you know someone that's from Pennsylvania and have their address, just put their info down, and that way they think, oh, that person showed up even though you didn't talk to them.
All right, kind of sounds like fraud to me, and I don't like jail, but if it's not illegal,
it's only fraud if you're exploiting it. Like when I went to the one in Santa Fe last year, we did the same thing, go around, but a lot of the reps didn't want to talk to people. So, they were having people sign the thing to show you were there and what it says, what you're there for. Because this was protest and voting on the red flag law that they were about to pass. And so, just, like I say, they're just looking to see if you're a constituent, even if you're not a constituent of theirs, just having someone's name down, just shows that people are there voicing their opinion.
Yeah, I figured I had to ask how it was because, you traveled out of state to go there, and support. So I was like, hey, let's grab
Yeah,
his
sometimes
opinion.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
sometimes it might be good to put that, down that you're from out of state if if it's something where you're just signing a ledger because, if they really look at it, it's like, so, oh, the person took the time out to come here and fight for a cause.
And honestly, I didn't think of it that way. It might be a good thing in a sense. I don't know how they may perceive it or whatnot, but yeah, if it's within my area, I'm in. If I got the time, if I can get away, um, hopefully everybody kind of feels that way. I know some people, help out in different ways, and rallies aren't for everybody, and things like that. And there's misperceptions of what may go on at sometimes, or things like that. But if we all just sit by and do nothing, what are we going to end up with? I think it's not that big of a sacrifice, and it's a cause I truly believe in, not just for me, but even for the people against me in a sense. I think every human individual has a right to self-defense, and there's a lot of crazy ass people out there. So
That there is.
it's the general rules of our country. It's not just for me, it's for you. And so if I can make the time, I do. So if I was a rich guy, I'd be at all these rallies, getting helicoptered in and throwing out free 9mm or something. But unfortunately, that's not me.
Now, you also scored some ammo this week, I've heard, too, right?
Yeah, I got lucky and found some ammo. Not a lot. I actually in the last 2 weeks I got 2 loads of ammo, but the most recent was some 5.56, which actually was mostly 2.23. At this point, I can't be picky, but that was only 240 rounds, but it was something. It was at least giving me something. I'm trying to build up a collection here in 5.56, so I sighted in my rifle the other day, so that worked out pretty good. Was able to get it in 5 shots, so I know some people will laugh, but keep in mind this is a used rifle with sights that were set up for somebody else, the MBUS pop-up sights, and I had to relocate them because I didn't like the position they were on as well. So, and no bore sights. So basically I'm starting blind. So I thought 5 shots was pretty good for a 36-yard zero. So
yeah, that's not bad.
With iron sights. So I don't know. So I'm happy. And today I just got a new sight in, so I'm really happy. Except, I'm stuck on these damn shows instead of sighting it in.
Now, what did you end up paying for the 223 5.56?
Oh, let me see. I try to keep my receipts just for this reason.
Were they 20 round boxes, I'm assuming?
Yep, 20 round boxes, $12.99 a box.
Okay, so right now, the one around here, they've been running, the recent ones were $10.99 a box, so.
Yeah, New York, I did pick up a box of Tula for, I believe that was like $10 or something, so.
That's
which
steel
ran.
case?
Yep. Just wanted to grab it to try it, and it ate it up fine, so no problems with that.
Yeah, I'm seeing the 223 on the shelf pretty regularly over the last couple of weeks, so that's one that people should not be trying, paying a premium for. It's coming back. The place I've been getting it at, they've had the 223 on the shelf the last 3 days, plenty of it. And then they had some last week.
And I agree.
Yeah, the 9mm is still tough. That gets gobbled up so fast, but 223 is nothing that people should be paying a premium for. know what else has been I think flying off the shelves and is 380. People have had a hard time, I guess, finding that. My place has had it regularly, but it sells fast. Gentleman that was looking for it the other day, and I'm like, oh, you should have been here yesterday. They had so.
Yeah, last week I got lucky through a friend and scored this 670 rounds, a 9mm. I had some mixed steel case. There was 41 rounds of that, and some mixed. Actually, what is it? Not mixed. Steel case 45 as well. So there's 6 rounds, but picked all that up for $30.
Nice. Know what they had this week was they had a lot of 9mm, but in the aluminum case. That got gobbled up. But problem with that is a lot of the gun ranges around here won't let you shoot it because they only want you using brass because they collect it.
I see you.
Hard to find. Oh, God.
I see we've been joined out in the crowd by Warsaw Patriot, Ozark Yeoman, and the Poor Conservative. So, I was talking a little bit to Foss before the show that starting probably next Saturday, we're going to go through the Constitution and read and discuss. And I'm probably going to switch up and one person reads one amendment and then we discuss that. Then the next person reads the next one and we just keep going on down the.
Oh hell no! I'm black. You don't expect me to read that.
Yes, I do expect.
I bet he doesn't even have a license.
Hey, come on! What are you trying to get me in trouble?
You're already an outcast. I'm pretty sure we don't want to know what some of those other fellow.
You want to turn this into a Hooked on Phonics commercial? I mean, really.
Yeah, I'll flunk that too.
Yeah.
That's cool. Covering it and this and that, going over. So there's some good, I think are good pocket versions of the Constitution that I don't know. I think almost everybody should kind of have. So I think it's one of them things. Maybe when you join GOA or NRA or something, they should just send out for you or something.
Well, I know.
I think a lot of people don't. You forget or whatever. Or you don't. I don't know. It's hard to reference things sometimes for people.
Yeah.
So. A lot of times at these gun rallies too, you'll have people handing them out. I know when I was at one in. It was an open New Mexico rally when I was out there. Someone was handing them out at that. So if you look around when you're at these gatherings or even gun shows, you might find someone that has that type of stuff.
Poor Conservative says better hooked on phonics than hooked on phones.
I don't know. I get a lot of audiobooks on my phone. I don't know about that.
I did that for a while. Listen to books and then listen to a bunch that I wanted to hear and then kind of got tired of doing it.
How can listening to a book be counted as reading a book? Because my wife always says, "Oh, she likes to read, but she probably listens to 3 to every one that she reads."
I looked into it, and from what I read, a few different places, a few different sources say that your brain processes the information the same way you would if you read it, as if you're listening to it.
I actually probably
I
be
can
better
use
off
some
because a
news.
lot of times when I read, my mind will drift, and then I have to go back and reread the section because I didn't absorb it.
Oh, it's nice because you can do something while you're listening.
Yeah, that's what she likes to do.
Well, and I know some of the audiobooks, you actually like it'll read the page, and then you have to like flip the page on whatever device you're on. So
Oh, if there's a free survival book on YouTube, I'd probably listen to it. So I could use some new stuff. The zombie ones get old, so I like the realistic ones. So go ahead. If anybody's got good stories, put them out there.
well, I know there was a movie called Surviving the Game. No.
Yeah, what was that, Ice Cube or something?
Ice-T.
Ice T. Yeah.
That was filmed in my old hometown. Yep, that was filmed in Wenatchee, Washington, up in Leavenworth, Washington, and some other places around Washington. And then I think up into Canada. So I was going to plug, the Poor Conservative has a page on Instagram called the 2A Brotherhood. And I believe he's going to be starting a channel here on YouTube. And if you get a patch from the 2A Brotherhood, you get a free pocket Constitution with it.
Nice.
So you can always probably, if you want more information, give him a message on one of his videos, and he will definitely reach out to you. And he has a woodworking channel, which I've worn that shirt a few times on the show. So he's a pretty good dude. I'm pretty sure I got my Patriot in the Dark shirt. I haven't opened it yet, so I got to do an mail call for that. So there's Mr. Kingpin putting the link out there.
Just got a delivery myself.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. Seen the mailman, a truck roll up right before he started here, and couldn't see where the guy went, but I noticed the guy across the street staring at my porch, so I hauled ass down there, and sure enough, there was something there. So got a 1 or 2 point sling that came in that I've been needing for a while. So
Any particular brand or?
yeah, you know me, cheapest shit on eBay, as long as it works.
Is it for an AR or?
Yeah, my shotgun sling broke when I was making my last video there. I can't remember if it was a wax slug or what. And it was kind of funny because I just put it on, I like let go of it, and then the thing just snapped and it barreled right into the ground, and I had to sit there with a stick and pick crap out of it. And I was like, a blooper roll would be great. So I was like, the hell of it. So one of the shots I took, I blew a bunch of shit out the barrel with it. So you probably can't see it, but let me tell you. So I couldn't get it spotless with a stick. So let me just put it that way. But that's a Mossberg. So, and that was actually a homemade one that I made, which held up well for years. But I did use cheap plastic clips to to snap together. So that was a weakness.
Yeah, going with some cheap slings. Sometimes you got, a little more problem than spending a couple extra bucks and, getting a real nice one.
Yeah, I think people get caught up on brands and all that crap, honestly. Most of this stuff, this tactical stuff people pay an extra $20 for, was rigged up crap that somebody put together at one time and then they marketed it. So I don't really see. Yeah, I don't spend a lot of stuff to be cool. I'm not going to be cool. I don't have enough money to be cool. So
Exactly.
In service, we had to make our own slings because we just didn't get it. So I mean, a lot of times you just being able to get by with what you got is that's a pretty nifty skill too.
Yeah, so a lot of that inexpensive stuff, if it's been well reviewed and you read through the reviews, you can get a good idea if it's going to be quality or crap. So you can buy some good value stuff out there. Just gotta pay attention to other people's experiences with it.
Yeah, I agree. And there is a difference. I mean, some things are just better quality. So, but all I need this sling to do is carry a gun. I don't need it to make me look super cool. So it's not a big deal.
You're not going to war with it.
I hope not, but we'll see what happens.
You never know anymore what could be happening tomorrow. So
yeah, see, I agree with that comment there. I just can't justify it either. So yeah. If it makes you, if it's that cool, you can buy it for me, I guess. But I don't know. I ain't spending my money.
Yeah, I got a package in the mail yesterday from Dylan. They, everyone always raves about their warranty, and the second Dylan I had got, the person had told me that the low primer system had a crack in it. He's like, "Oh, just let Dylan know and they'll replace it." Well, I sent Dylan an email and they shipped it out, no questions asked. They didn't have to send a picture or anything. Just told them what the item was, and yep, that's on the warranty. Shipped it out. So kudos to Dylan on how they handle their warranty.
Yeah. Sorry, I was reading Ozark's comment here, but yeah, that's what I'm talking about. When it started, they duct tape mag lights to the guns. You know what I mean? So it got the job done. You know what I mean? So it's not necessarily all about brands or super cool. I guess if you're trying to keep a certain image, then I guess, and you got the money, what the hell? But regular stuff can work depending on what you're doing just fine.
Yeah,
there's guys that'll do that on their pistols, put the inner tube on it for better grip.
I've heard that and stuff, and I know they were talking about that on one of Ghost Tactical's live streams. I think that was with Tonto, and I was like, I wonder, but I haven't actually tried to see if it does work or not.
I did spend a little more than I probably should have on a new site I just ordered, but some things is worth spending a little more. So not that it's crazy, but for my broke ass, that it didn't come from Walmart is a miracle. So
did you get that $200 optic?
Nope, I got like a $260 one. I wanted the one Defense Dad pointed out to me, and honestly, I'm still probably gonna get it. It's just everywhere I'm looking right now that claims to have it, it's more money, and there's no guarantee I'm truly going to get it because they're all still coming from Palmetto, our primary arms. So therefore, if they're backed up, then I don't want to put my money down and end up sitting there, with my thumb up my ass like him.
Yeah, I hate that when they do that.
Yeah, I ordered this one 3 days ago, which is the HS503CU. So it's a solar. It's got the different crosshairs, so I can kind of do my adjustment with that. It's hard to see on that, but
yeah, that's nice. And you get the shake awake with it too.
Yeah, the shake awake. What is it? They say waterproof.
Yeah, they're waterproof up to so many feet.
Yeah, 50,000, run hours, and it's got the solar as well. Let's see the memory function for the brightness. Let's see, comes with a low mount, the co-witness mount, and that would have cost me more money with the other one as well. I would have had to buy that mount separately.
Right.
Let's see. Oh, yeah, that's basically it. Parallax free. Yeah, I don't know. I got lost in my spiel on it, but basically it's and again, the reticle I still can kind of counter for movement and distance with that, and so it's not what I wanted, but it has.
Which one did you want? Which one did you want?
I can't remember the name or number of it now, in a sense. If the Fence Dad's out there, he could probably tell you, because he's the one that kind of turned me on to it. And I still want that one.
Was it a hollow sun or?
No, it was a primary arms.
Oh, the primary arms.
Yeah. So, but, the only, I guess, disadvantage is it didn't have the shake awake, shorter battery life, it's heavier.
Yeah.
So it's just, but again, I still want it.
Was the primary arm holographic?
I can't think of what it was. I think it was SL something. Cyclops.
Because I know the holographics have eat up the battery.
Yep. Yeah, I see that comment there with the green. Yeah, I was looking at that one too, but for the $50 more, I didn't see green versus red. Didn't see the draw. Seemed to be the only advantage, and they both still only have 2 night vision settings.
Yeah. Well, they say that some people that have stigmatisms, the red will starburst more than the green will starburst. But
and
then
I think
go ahead.
I think sometimes people say you can pick up the green better during the day, or it's just different people can see them differently. So if you have, if you're colorblind towards a color too, or something like that, might be an advantage for you.
Yeah, and then you also have to think about if somebody, depending on the colors of shirts that people are wearing, which
yeah,
blah blah blah.
Well, I don't plan on shooting Trump supporters.
But,
so please don't take it wrong, anybody in any way. It's just a joke.
Ew. Hopefully everybody
I don't
here
plan on shooting anybody. Okay.
Yeah, I do see the advantage of having like a decent like red dot or scope, as opposed to some of the cheap ones that are out there. Because I've had both, and occasionally you'll find the cheap scope that's nice and will last, but most of them are junk. So when you buy the Hollow Suns and Vortex, you're getting quality without being at that top line price. So I think there's a good balance being in that range.
Yeah, and what I was looking, being a cheap guy I am, that seems, I think it's as good as I need for what I'm planning on doing. And if I got in a bad situation, it would probably get by. And worse,
that's a great scope.
If something really bad happened, then you can yeah, whoever's more than willing to upgrade my kit. So on their dime.
Yeah, no, I don't think you can, get much better within a reasonable price range. Yeah, you can go up to something twice, 2 to 3 times that price, but is it going to be that much better than what you need?
So Warsaw asks if I like the quick detach mounts. On certain situations, yeah, I like the quick, detach, but on others, it's like if I'm gonna just get the optic and leave it mounted to a certain, firearm, it's gonna probably stay there till it, is no longer usable. So I don't see the point in having a quick detach on a rifle like that.
It's nice if a scope comes with it and it's not a premium to the price of the scope. But to go out and buy an expensive detach, go with one.
About $100 from what I've seen.
Yeah,
Everyone I've
unless
seen
like
is
you
about
say you're gonna,
$100.
unless you're gonna go between different guns with it. I wouldn't buy it just to add to it. If the scope comes with it, great. I have a couple that have it, and it's nice, but I wouldn't pay extra money to go or a premium price for it.
I think it might be good for reviewers, things like that are going to keep crossing things across platforms. But me, myself, personally, I like getting something set up and then I leave it that way. That way, everything's always the same. It's dependable. If I switch from one gun to the next, I already know what to expect. Like, I hate changing my sights. Like, putting night sights on my gun pissed me off. I had nightmares for a week, basically. I was out shooting, trying to get back where I was because it was different. I don't like, I don't like messing with things once I get it right. You can always something gets tweaked. You can Kentucky windage. If you had to pick somebody else's up, take a shot, get a reference point, use it. But I don't like messing with things. I got the same old vehicles, the same girlfriend. Once I get something that works, I stick with it.
I'm just wondering when
I'm sure she's glad to hear that.
I'm just wondering when you're going to decide that. When are you going to put a ring on that finger?
I don't like contracts.
No.
Yeah, I don't like contracts. Yeah, I'm a funny one like that. I don't even have phones under contracts. I got yelled at the other day because, she's like, I swear you live like a felon. I'm like, I like it that way. Ain't nobody's business.
Exactly.
Well, guys, I'm gonna bounce out now. I gotta go take the wife to dinner, and pleasure being on, talking with everyone.
Yeah, take care, man.
Have a good one.
Stay safe.
You guys enjoy the rest of the weekend. Have a good show. We'll catch you later.
Thank you. You too.
Okay, so Warsaw was asking if I'd play a little bit of his video, so
That's a trap. He's got his attorney on speed dial right now watching the show, just waiting for that.
hey, there's express consent already
Oh yeah. That was probably Albany, New York. That was touching to me, tell you that. So
Oh crap, my mic was muted.
I was wondering if it dropped out or what happened. I was like, oh, they booted me out.
No, I was like, so if they had to do what they put on paper, would they be so quick to agree to these, you know, bills? Like especially with like the red flag. If they had to go and take somebody's firearm unconstitutionally, would they be willing to jump out there and go kick in that door? I bet you not.
Not them personally. I can tell you if that was Albany, I was outside in the hallway downstairs in the underground area where they like to sneak everybody in and out. And you wouldn't know it was there unless you know the area. And a lot of people came and went on the other side of the velvet little ropes there, and they wouldn't even turn their head your way. So, I personally don't think they gave a damn how we felt. So, and it was everybody out there. It was me. It was little old white ladies. It was, the truck driver. It was a school mom. They didn't care. Yeah, that hit a sore spot.
Yeah. So I'm gonna play a little bit more, see where it goes, and we can discuss some more parts of it. Exactly. I mean, if you have to say why do you need this, then um, you don't really have a valid point. Why do you need to drive $100,000 car? You know, either one of you guys have comments on that last part?
Oh,
I
you don't even
agree.
want to get me started. So, why do you need an $800 phone? Why do you need 12 pairs of shoes? Why do you need to watch? Have cable bills that cost $1,000, or not literally, but
Yeah.
there's so many different things. Yeah, it's not about why, and it doesn't even matter. It doesn't even matter. I don't.
I know we're getting closer and closer to election time, and this kind of helps show that we really need to focus on who we're voting into office, because there's a lot of people that are trying to
Careful with that too, because then everybody's going to bring up the bump stocks. So be careful what angle you run with everything. And that was another stupid ass move, because it's not the bump stock; it's the idea that an accessory can just be banned because they say so for the hell of it. So it's just bad times, man. Bad times. So, but oh yeah. That was when I got active. Go do your part, come home, and they want to strip your ass like you're a criminal.
Yep. We definitely need to get more people in that are willing to help fight and save our Constitution and restore some of our rights that have been stripped from us. And just by hoping and praying, that's not going to work. We need to get out there. We need to, be proactive, and, help push, the discussion.
Oh, so it looks like a good video, man. So I'll just put that out for Warsaw there. So
yeah,
I appreciate you getting that word out. So nobody cares about us damn New Yorkers, but we're not all horrible. I'm sure it's the same with California, and look at Kingpin. So I mean, yeah, he's got something against mayonnaise, but you don't know what he had to go through. I don't hate the guy.
Yeah. And yeah, I mean, it's a great video, and I think everyone should go and watch that on his channel. Help, he doesn't care.
So he gets the views.
He doesn't really care that if he gets the views or not. He's like, I wanted you guys to watch it, and yeah, it's a great way of getting more discussion going, but
great way to get me pissed off.
Well, yeah, it fires up emotions in everybody, because I mean, you could apply some of those same things that happened in Virginia, New York, Washington. Everybody, has had horrible crap happening in their state, California. I mean, look at what California just happened. Did you guys see that Newsom just signed in? What was it? A new Senate bill. He just passed it into law that's going to hold gun stores accountable and jack up the fines and stuff. So it's going to be, they're just trying to put the, smaller stores and stuff out of like completely out of business.
Yeah, and
I'm
I
sure
thought
the,
they did pass the micro stamping also.
That was part of that Senate bill.
Oh, okay.
I'm sure the shops they deal with get exemptions, but the rest of you sorry suckers just got to deal with it. Yeah, it's a crap deal, man. Crap deal. Things have gotten out of hand. Too many liberties are getting stomped on nowadays. So, I was in a good mood before I got in this chat. Damn it.
Yeah, we can. The thing is, we have all this kind of stuff that's going on. I can't find the FPC email. I'm not going to spend a half hour looking for it, considering I get like. I know FPC just started up a new membership for people that are like under 21. So that's something. It's kind of a way to. We're now offering memberships in the grassroots army for those under age 21. They sent me an email on that.
What is this organization?
FPC, Firearms Policy Coalition.
Okay. Well, what do they actually get done?
They do a lot of, the 2A content, especially like stuff that's happening in California. They actually have a YouTube channel and everything.
So
where they
like a news source then, or
no, they're just like GOA, SAF.
So they take cases to court, or
yes,
they help people how?
They have helped fund a lot of 2A cases and helped to like fight for the rights and they do a lot of emails like, hey, this bill's coming up in your area, here's your senators and stuff that you need to contact, here's what's coming up in the federal level, and a lot of that kind of stuff, trying to help fight on the forefront and then trying to help fight to get laws overturned.
Is there any major cases that we may be aware of that they took part in? Sorry, I'm not trying to put you on the spot, but I'm cheap, so I want to know my money's being used for a good purpose, especially if somebody's asking for it. So, and I'm sure I'm not the only person. So. Nobody's got $20,000 suits, right?
No, a lot of these guys are, like Craig, who does a lot of their stuff on their YouTube channel. He actually goes in front of the California Senate and stuff and like really fights. And so he, not only is he, kind of out there discussing stuff, but he's out there actually, lobbying, to get stuff and, get stuff thrown out and get stuff so that people aren't actually, being gouged. I'm trying to find. I swear I have like 1,000 emails.
I mean, yeah. As long as it's on the up and up, hey man, I support all of it. So I think people should probably talk to their kids before they just sign up junior members, because
Oh well, yeah,
people
yeah.
are people, and nobody likes to be forced into something. Let them come to their own conclusion. Some would complain, but I say the same about religion. I think every individual has a right to make their own choice.
Is it targeted for minors or just like 18 to 21?
I didn't go full in, but it's for people under the age of 21. So I didn't actually go and try to open up the email and stuff. I read the email,
Okay.
but I didn't go in and hit any of the links. I can go back and. Yes, woman. No. Yes, you can throw it in the garbage. Okay,
That was
so
my Christmas card, wasn't it?
it was.
Got to see some junkies get busted today.
So when you open it, they talk about FPC is now offering individuals who are under 21 years of age a membership in the Grassroots Army for just $5. This is 80% discount. Will only be available, however, for a very limited. So please, blah blah blah. And they're not. Firearms Policy Coalition is a 501c nonprofit organization. The donations to FPC go directly to the front lines of constitutional advocacy and support important programs, including legislation and legal action, direct advocacy, grassroots activism, research, education, and outreach. FPC reasonably estimates that 21.6% of donations made are allocated to political or lobbying expenditures and cannot be deducted under Section 162E of the Internal Revenue Code due to state and federal law. So,
What was that percentage?
21.6%.
Well, nice, at least they put it out there. So I assume there's a lot more that are a lot worse. So now wait a minute, 26% went towards fighting stuff.
21.6% of donations made are allocated to political or lobbying expenditures. So Warsaw Patriot asked if I had agreed when I was reading the email. So it's not that I wasn't paying attention. I was. So he says, honor doing what's right, honor those who have fought and died for our freedom, honor and respect those who disagree with your views and demand they respect yours. You know, yeah, we have to return to what we were manners were taught in the home. And, it doesn't hurt you in any way to say, yes, sir, no, sir, yes, ma'am, no, ma'am, thank you, please. It's not going to, it doesn't take any,
It does, but people won't make the sacrifice. Because unfortunately, to be different, to stand out, to not have your kids picking out whatever the hell they want or doing this and that, shaking their ass in school makes you different. So when it comes to kids, difference no good. It used to be people strive to be different. Now everybody's got to be a Kardashian or something. So the peer pressure, and on top of that, you just give them free access to all the online stuff. So basically, the nagging, the independence, they never get that opportunity anymore because every 5 seconds they're getting an update about their friend is so and so or this or that, and it's you got to change. The culture shifted, I guess, and I don't have much hope in it. I think rural areas, there's a lot of kids that I've noticed with friends that way different. I'll let my kids run around the town, not a problem. Other places, it's just, I got to watch my ass going around town. But just seriously, I think people, they don't want to tell their kid no. They want to be their best friend. They don't want to be the bad guy, because other kids' parents look at this and that. Go ahead and tell your kids' friends not to bring their cell phone in your house and see how many friends your kids have. Okay, or to be on Facebook or Twitter taking pictures in the room, whether it's showing their tits and everything else, and you're going to become unpopular pretty quick.
Yep. But there's
sacrifice. Our sacrifice is nothing compared to what our founder fathers would have, sacrifice. I mean, some people sacrifice loved ones, children. You think our little bit of not being cool is an issue? Well, then you're a pussy.
Exactly. I say please and thank you all the time, even to the guy who's gonna pump my gas. I say please, thank you, yes, no.
It doesn't cost anything to be polite.
Exactly. And sometimes when you're being polite,
except social credit points in certain places,
people will actually, all of a sudden they're like, whoa, they just get that shock look on their face, like, wow, and they get a smile because, hey, it's been a while since they've, had somebody who was just, being polite, and, just being nice, and not being the asshole or whatever, I
don't know. My overall philosophy is you don't have to like anybody you don't want to like. Just don't be a dick about it.
Exactly.
Yeah. Everybody's not going to like everybody. So, but you don't have to go out of your way to raise hell for each other. Yeah, I think that's funny about everybody with 5 different accounts. Somebody says something and now you're stalking their chats, looking to pop shit. Who cares? Let them go. Why do you waste your damn time? I mean, things only bother you if you let them. If I reacted like that, I would have been in prison years ago. I would think my name was nigger. So, you know what I mean? So, you can't just jump on every little thing. Something, I don't know.
For Midnight Range, in Oregon, you can't pump your own gas.
Yes, you can.
Against the law.
They have amended that you can pump in certain places. It's up to the station, but a lot of the stations don't do it because it's not that it's really against the law. Well, kind of, but it's an insurance issue. So, like in Washington, when I managed a gas station, we had to have $2 million insurance per pump that we had to be able to cover whatever kind of car came through that gas station. And if, say, you had 10 pumps and all of a sudden there's 10 exotic cars, you have to be able to cover every single one of those cars if something would to happen.
That's just crazy. I mean, you're trusted to drive your car up to the pump, but you can't be trusted to put fuel in your car. Crazy. And I've been yelled at, I think, in Jersey. So, because I just forget, get out, start throwing, getting ready to pump, and the guy comes screaming at me and stuff. So, it's a pretty big deal, apparently. But half the time, I'm already started by the time they come up. But it's just habit. So, I don't know. They yell at me, and I get pissed off, start yelling back at them. And, I'm lucky if I get out of there with gas. So,
but like at least down here, there a lot of the you pull up and they're pretty much right there at your car, and there is a lot of people.
Because then you got to watch them. If you want, if you're looking for non-ethanol or this and that, at these times they're like, yeah, and they just throw whatever in your damn car. So I just don't trust people. I want to put my $10 worth of gas into my damn car and the gas I want, and not have to worry about it or have you look at me funny waiting for a damn tip. So I can pump my own damn gas.
Yeah, I grew up in Washington. I know how to pump my gas and everything. And
I've had to show people from Oregon how to pump their gas. When I'd be at the gas station and you see somebody from Oregon pull up, and then they're kind of looking around, and then come over. How do you do this?
Yeah, I don't think you should be able to get your license without being able to pump your gas, check your oil, and change a damn tire. That should be part of the thing. Don't call me. Get out the trunk and do it yourself.
That's what AAA's for.
No, that's lazy shit. Get off your ass and do it yourself. Seriously, why do you gotta be so goddamn lazy, everybody? I mean, most cars are coming out without a spare tire because people are too goddamn lazy, and they'll just call AAA, you lazy bastards. I mean,
that's what a lot of people think.
2 hours for the assholes to show up? Get off your ass. Jesus Christ.
Well, it's not exactly. It's cost saving. Because not to put a full size spare in, and it saves space.
Miles per gallon.
But the it's enough.
Cruisers will have a tire in there because that helps build structural stability, so they can take a higher rear end impact. But not you. Don't worry about that.
It's the temporary tire is enough to get you home at 35 miles an hour.
And then a real man pulls that piece of shit out and puts a real tire in.
Like Nissan. Their spares are rated up to like 55 or 60 because they know, okay, you're at 35 miles an hour, 40 miles an hour really isn't even going to get you down the road very far because most speed limits are 35, 40, 50 miles an hour. So if you're doing 35 and a 50, now you're, becoming an obstruction and could cause more problems.
And weather conditions. Oh, if you want to have some fun, throw some donuts on your car and go out in the rain. Just make sure you don't light the car and you're not anywhere where you might have to pay for it. Because, oh boy, it's crazy. People had a lot of fun like that. So I wiped out my mom's front yard with a donut one time, which was horrible. But thankfully, nothing was damaged. Everything's fine. Slowly apply the brake. All of a sudden, I crossed the white line. That tire locked up so quick and then swoop right out in the front yard. So not the best way to bring your mom's car home.
Oh, I had a Ford, and I can't think of the model right now, but this spare tire well in the trunk was the perfect size to drop a 15-inch speaker in it.
But
I
like,
got yelled at a cop one winter because I was blaring White Christmas.
yeah, Pancake Boy has a good point. Cops don't have donut tires because Sarge would eat them.
Ooh. Ooh.
But yeah, so I went up to Washington to visit friends and family, and I stopped at a gas station in the Yakima area, and at first the wife and I just sat there. We were like, okay, this person's taking, and they're like, oh shit, we're in Washington. We gotta pump our own damn gas. Because you get into such a routine of not having to, pump your gas.
You're sitting out in your car, reaming on the horn. Get out of here!
I didn't do that, but
Guy inside's like, look at these assholes. They're special. You're outside like, look at this asshole. What's he think he's special?
exactly. But like during the pandemic for a while, Costco wouldn't allow their attendants to pump the gas or anything. They would just be there to kind of talk you through how to do it. I'm like, dude, I know how to pump my gas. I'm from Washington.
Yeah, it's nice in Japan. They'll pump your gas and then stop traffic so you can get out.
The only advantage I can see is if it's the winter time or you're disabled or something like that. It'd be nice to have the option, but other than that, I would prefer to pump my own gas. Like I don't trust these bastards. Way too many stories about crap deals going on at the gas station.
Yeah.
And people, they can't even make a damn burger right half the time. You want them to pump your gas? Like, I don't know about that.
When I worked at a convenience store, I had to hit the e-stop to keep my station from exploding because a guy decided that it was a hot summer day, probably pushing 100 degrees, and he's going to try pumping his gas with a lit cigarette. I'm like, oh, hell no.
Yeah, I know it's against protocol, and the fumes probably aren't ideal. It's a no-no, but gas doesn't ignite as easily as a lot of people think. So. But,
The vapors do.
Gas, yeah, that's where you're getting it. That's what I mean. So coming right out of the tank like that. But I can't tell you how many times I caught myself filling my lawnmower while I'm smoking a cigarette. So I'm not saying it's smart, but it's
I mean, if you take
not like people think in the movies and stuff, and even if it did lit up, we both know the foam would be spraying out of those damn canopies, and the whole goddamn parking lot would be shut down for a day to get cleaned up. So honestly, not much would really happen besides that guy getting one hell of a bill and a pissed off fire department showing up.
Yeah, the station I worked at was an older station, so it didn't have the.
Ooh, you're crazy, man. You ever seen a parking lot get foamed? Oh,
yes,
man, it's crazy. So you got to see that. It might be videos or something, but don't have a convertible, boy. I'll tell you what.
I see we're joined out there by Miss Vanessa Kitty. Welcome. So I'm still in email communication with Top Shop winner Chris Chen.
Nice. Get it
Trying
done, man.
he's agreed that he's going to come on the show. We're just trying to hammer down what Saturday will be good for him.
Trying to
Cool.
hammer
So,
out that appearance fee.
appearance fee. Come on, this guy's got people listening right now. See how crazy they are. So you better watch yourself.
Oh,
When he comes on,
I bitched
be
it
lucky
for
to
you.
learn
Sorry.
something. And treat it professional, damn it. None of that dirty titty talk when he's on here.
Yeah, I have a lot of questions to ask him, and
I started making a list myself.
because when he went on to Top Shot, he was just the average everyday Joe. He's not somebody who was retired military. He's not. Yes, he is gay. He has a husband, and he's.
Yep. So don't start no shit, and there won't be no problems.
Well, if we.
Nah, I don't care if you're gay or not. I'd like everybody doesn't become gay, because then our society's not going to last very long. But personally, what you do in your bedroom, I don't really care. I know that may not be popular with some of our side of people, but honestly, I don't give a shit. So as long as you don't bother me or abuse somebody, that's up to you. I mean, I'd prefer it was that than abusing animals. So these sick people, but I don't know.
Yeah, when he was on Sandhill Shooters chat, listening to some of the things he had to say was, pretty awesome, and I would definitely like to. I see Mr. Warsaw Patriot says he's got a bail, so have a great rest of your evening, and stay safe, and always remember to keep one in the chamber. But yeah, I mean, so he tried out for Top Shot. He made it on there. He went head to head against active Leos, retired military, and everything. And he came out and he won. How hard did he have, was that for him?
Well, I don't know. Let's not waste all the good stuff until it gets here, So.
Exactly.
But yeah, it's cool though. I mean, like you said, because he wasn't, it just goes to show anybody can get, anybody can excel at things. You just got to put your mind at it. You got to try. So I had this conversation with my kids. Every kid's gonna be a football player or a rock star or this or that. And they do it for a few months and then they fall into something else. Well, the ones that succeed are the ones that really enjoy it and do it all the time. So, it's all on what you're into. So everybody's great at something, even if it's being an asshole. I mean, look at Midnight Range.
Hey, I'm probably a better asshole than he is. I'm just saying. But yeah, I probably have a billion questions for him.
I forgot what the movie was. Denzel was in it and stuff, but perfection is just not a reality, but improvement's reachable for all of us. We can always get better in anything we do if we keep trying. Oh shit. Love you, Midnight.
He's been making fun of you. I don't know if you can see the chat.
No, I haven't, but it's all right. I figured. Yeah, I had to leave a comment in the other chat from yesterday because he was starting crap there too. So this guy.
He said that without reading what I said in the chat, my feelings are hurt. So, you know.
I'm still working on what you said the last chat, buddy. Let me catch up.
Oh,
No, Midnight's a hell of a guy. Let me tell you. So he did a nice thing and paid for a meal for me. So me and my lady and my kid, which wasn't
now
cheap.
did he take you to the restaurant he works at so he could get it comped?
I cannot give out any information about anything, so I cannot confirm nor deny. All I can state, it was some damn good waffles, and kindness was sent my way. Service was great, and I actually sat down and spoke with Midnight for a couple hours. But other than that, I'll leave everything to your imagination.
So he took you back to the restaurant that he worked at so that he could get a free comped meal and make it look like he's this really great guy.
It's all a text right now.
I'll let you know, wherever I ended up going, I went in and paid full price. Okay, so I didn't ask for anything. Nobody told me nothing. And then somehow I got money thrown at my table. So, again, I don't want to point any fingers out here, nothing like that. But I was taken care of, let me put it that way.
He just wrote it off as a business meeting.
Exactly. He says, no, I didn't comp it. I paid. Yeah, so he could write it off as a tax expense. The blueberry syrup was on the house.
Well, the hell have you done for me lately, G23? Huh? How about that?
Well, you come to Oregon, and I'll take you out to eat.
Just want to send my lady some certain donuts, don't you? I know what's going on.
No, the donut was for you. Just saying. Yeah, we got some really nice restaurants out here.
Just for the record, Midnight was a good host as always, and very helpful. So, great guy to have by your side at a rally or something. So,
yeah, Midnight seems to be a good guy. I have not met him in person. One day, I will probably get to hang out with him. Oh yeah. See, that's why he can't be. He's got to be a second place asshole because he still has to pump his own gas.
He's in my boat, same boat.
I'm sorry for you guys in that third world country. I mean, you got to pay sales tax, so you're getting double taxed. You're getting taxed on your money, then you turn around and paying a sales tax, so you're getting taxed again.
See, don't get me thinking about it like that. Yeah, like if I got to pay to pump my own gas, I'm going to be pissed off. There's some tax thing to this, so I already get upset with these self-checkouts. I'm like, well, do I get a discount for bagging it myself, or waiting in this long line, or dealing with this stupid machine? No, you can pack my shit.
Does Oregon have an income tax?
Yeah.
Well, shit. I'd rather have a sales tax than an income tax.
Don't worry. JSLE in November is going to include a income tax along with that sales tax.
Well, they've been pushing that for
20 years.
Yeah.
I know, but they're going to get it. They're getting more and more morons over there that are going to allow it. I mean, you're getting more and more people leaving other unconstitutional states to go join that state to make it even more unconstitutional.
Yeah, I have hopes for Culp. to beat Inslee, but I don't think it'll happen.
Well, is that all that gets the spotlight? Because I'm quite sure there's got to be a lot of people that move because of the politics and don't necessarily vote the wrong way. So I just want to throw that out there. I'm sure there's probably closer to a 50-50, but so I don't know. It just kind of sucks that people are going other places and doing that as well. But I would almost like to think there's a counter to that, or should be, that there's just as many people that would be going there and happy that there isn't so much regulation and stuff, and not voting against taking your rights away.
So, Rob, there's a question for you on the screen. I'm not even going to read that one.
Son of a bitch. You can't say nothing. Everything's a trick with him. God damn it. It was sausages yesterday. Yeah, I like sausages at carnivals. I eat a couple sausages, It's not the funny sausages. It's like Italian sausages. And no, that doesn't mean Guido. God damn it. It means the same one your mom or your daughter or your son would eat at the fair. Okay? So, yeah. Son of a bitch.
Oh, I can imagine the comment he said about you and a sausage.
Oh, God. You don't want to hear it. You don't even want to hear it.
It's probably the same one that I'm thinking of.
Either way, it's wrong. Okay? It's wrong.
Sounds like porno pancakes and waffles.
You can do a lot of things with syrup, folks. A lot of things.
Oh. Rob has gone Biden on us.
Oh, come on, Buck.
Oh, yes. I'm just saying, I think my audience is, really got you twisted on there.
Yeah. You're damned if you do and damned if you don't.
Yeah. As you speak, you actually have to think about this sentence in your head before,
Well, it wouldn't matter what he said.
Yeah, it's Rob.
No, I'm the YouTube Trump. You just love to hate me.
Exactly. A lot of people seem to.
It's all right. Just means it's working.
Oh, ouch. And Midnight Range is Bernie.
I don't know. I don't think Midnight Range fits Bernie. I know I don't fit Biden. I mean, come on, people. Come on. That's ridiculous. But, Action Jackson or The Rock or, something like that. Maybe. But Biden,
So
come on.
You're going to pick the one guy who supports Biden.
No. I'm just.
You said The
that's
Rock.
Right. That's right. I did, didn't I? Son of a bitch. Strike that from the record.
Oh.
Yep. I'll just be quiet.
Oh. Go for it, Ozark. I'll put him up. So
I'd just like to say what size I am, like the average guy, is not the size I think I am. So, yeah, give me a break there.
I don't
We
even
all
know.
buy big tape measures, don't lie.
No, no.
You know, every inch is a foot. I'm the only one.
Yes, you're the only one.
I think Midnight agrees with him. So the Gun Snob put out his worst states for gun owners video.
Yeah, that's his rock star video there. He's floating around. The missus has to hold him down with a string. Last I seen it was like 47K or something like that. Pretty soon you're gonna have to call his agent to get in touch with him. You muted again?
No, he's just ignoring you.
No, I guess I.
You just want your show to suck. That's what's going on.
Well, I was
Talk,
looking
damn
at.
it. Talk. It's your show.
I was responding to an email from Ozark.
All right, don't be messing up the show now. Yeah, what are you doing over there? Are you sleeping? Working on your next project? Your mysterious mystery things that sneak between people's walls and spies on them, or what?
Oh, just looking at emails. Brownell's having a magazine sale. Super Saturday magazine sale.
So what? Hustler, Playboy.
No,
Car
33
Driver.
round Glock mag for
Okay.
$32.99. P mags. What is that? 2, 4. So 10 P mags for $104.99. So $10 a piece.
Not bad.
And some
Aren't
Gen
they
3
normally
ones.
like 13 a piece or something like that?
Yeah, it's usually like 12 to 15, I think.
Okay.
It's usually what I get them
Save some
for
money
at
there.
Cabela's. When I go up to Cabela's, if I can't find anything, I usually just grab PMags or something, so I don't leave empty-handed.
You feel funny without buying something?
I just feel funny all the time.
I guess.
If nothing else, I'll buy candy.
Okay.
Yeah, I felt funny at times going to stores and not buying something. Yeah. People kind
Well,
of watch
yeah.
you, look at you. It just kind of makes you feel awkward sometimes, but other times I don't give a damn. So stop me, I dare you. Go ahead.
There's one of the emails from Mr. Ozark Yeoman.
I didn't think Ozark went to those getaways.
What goes on in Brokeback Mountain stays in Brokeback Mountain.
Well, it did.
It did for a second. I see we got Mr. F and H out in the crowd. There you go.
And that's so. I mean, after the other souls, you're already dragging them along for the campaign, and I don't know. I think they could have. They were lazy on that one.
Yep.
It's definitely crap, though. I don't know why it seems to be that way. Where it seems like everything's always rigged against somebody, one way or the other. Even if it was the other side, it just don't seem right for the public. So it seems disgraceful that the world gets to watch that. They probably laugh at us. We're all a bunch of idiots. Look at those fools. It's horrible. So.
Yeah, we probably get laughed at for a lot of things.
I keep hearing it other places. I have not yet to hear it yet. And I didn't want to bring it up because I don't know how people feel, but I've heard a lot of chatter other places about Joe Rogan, people trying to get him on doing moderator, and people apparently signing petitions and doing all types of stuff. And so I don't know, if that'd be good or bad.
I don't think that'd
but
be
I would
very
think
good.
he's probably less biased than the people whoever's picking it now would pick. I don't know. So I don't know, but
he's just going to be high.
Lot, so
he's going to be high the whole time and agree with whoever he's talking to.
Well, it's not about agreeing. It's about just simply asking an unbiased question and giving two people the time to answer it. So, I mean, I don't.
Yeah, but that's the problem. He doesn't do that.
It'd be easier to program a damn computer so it can't be biased and just ask the damn question, do your job. I don't know.
Like Ozark says, millions of people still want to come here. They're not going to want to come here if it starts turning all socialistic.
Well, come on, we give away free shit. You can, rape women and this and that, and they'll just send you home sometimes. Sometimes not even that. You get
Rape
welfare.
children.
They'll throw you an ID for free. You can come here and do whatever the hell you want and spit on us all day. Why wouldn't you want to come here? I mean, if you're in the top, you'd come here because you want to play with the big boys. If you're in the bottom, you want to come here for the free shit. So why not? We're just going to give it to them.
We got Patriot in the Dark that come in, and Mr. Fiend Dog says, free stuff? Sign me up. So, yes.
If you're really doing well and a productive citizen, in most cases, you tend to make it wherever you are. So a lot of these people, I think, are wanted or can't make it or have other motives. I mean, how many people are coming across bringing kids that ain't even theirs? And there's a lot of sad freaking stories with that stuff, man. I mean, I'm all for immigration. Don't get me wrong. I just think it should be done legally and right, because you don't start off by breaking into goddamn place and demanding shit. That's
Yep. Exactly. I'm for immigration, but yeah, do it the legal way, do it the correct way,
Yeah. And I'll admit our system's fucked up. It shouldn't take people 3 years and so much money and all this shit when you're, struggling to get here for family or doing it right. It should. Maybe we should focus more on that and less on paying for junkies to get high. I don't know. But
you realize
still be done right.
You realize it's $700 to renew your green card?
That's a bit of money, depending where you're coming from. I mean, even here, if you're here to renew it, that's a little bit of money. A lot of people play it off, but if you're starting at a minimum wage job, paying rent, you have to have an address, you have to have a phone for contacts for jobs. Not everybody's got that. It might take a while to save up. So it's just I don't know. Like I said, it's just it's kind of a shame the way things are done. But yeah, we can send plane loads of money off for other people and all types of other stuff. But yeah. good people that we could use skills, take advantage, that would benefit our country, struggle on the way in. So,
like Ozark says, is borders are where we kind of differ from a lot of. The only way we're going to be able to kind of revamp our system, we have to be able to secure our borders before we can worry about going through and, fixing the immigration system. We got to secure the borders to keep people from coming in illegally, so then we can make it a little easier for the proper immigration.
Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of on the boat of, lock it down, clean house. Obviously there may be a little bit of fluctuation in that clean house, but in a lot of cases, if you're 2 times criminal and been kicked over the border back and forth and you're here, your ass is gone. So
Yep.
You ain't coming back in. You've been warned, and maybe we'll just shoot your ass on the border for the 3rd time as an offense because we're not paying for your ass. But yeah, that might be a little strong, but I just don't, I don't see it. And then start it over. People come in legally, maybe people that are here that we would feel justified or leeway have some express to it, but at the same time, it should be on a fair level for the same guy that's been waiting for 2 years and went right on the outside too. There's got to be some kind of line of balance in a sense, but I couldn't run my household not knowing how many people are in it, how much I'm going to have to feed people, how many, is my septic system going to hold? Like, if you try to downsize, it's just not in control. It doesn't make any sense. And then paying for people I don't even know and what they're doing. And, I shouldn't be forced to pay for other people, and they shouldn't get a better ride than I get in a sense. Like in my state, you shouldn't just get an ID. You shouldn't just be allowed to vote. If you're not putting in, you don't get out. So I think this is ridiculous, personally. But, and again, nothing against immigration. That's pretty much where everybody came from at one point or another. But a lot of people did that shit right, did it on their own, did it without welfare, busted their ass, and made the country the great country we had.
Yep. Yeah, my coworker is going through that. He's from Britain, and he's from England. I flip him a bunch of crap all the time. Yep, don't hire illegals. Jail for those who do. Yeah, I mean, there's got to be a severe penalty for people that, are, breaking the laws, because there is a lot of laws already on the books for employers and stuff. And I know companies in the state of Washington that are repeat offenders. They get busted every year for having illegals.
Well, it's because they just get a relatively small fine, and some of them will actually use that to cut their labor. They'll government comes in and then maybe gives them the fine and then ships out a bunch of guys, and then they'll bring in new ones.
Uh-huh. I could call out one of a major offender that's in the state of Washington.
Yeah. And then you got the opposite side that say, well, Americans won't work and this and that. Well, great. That's because half of them are scamming welfare and sitting on their ass because you'll let them. So
Yep.
Get them off their ass. Stop paying for everybody's shit. Okay, you got 3 kids. You should have a fucking job. It's pretty simple.
What happened?
Some of this has just gotten crazy, in my opinion.
Yeah. So, when Clinton was in office, he did the return to work, so you could only get welfare for so long, and then you had to get your ass back into the workforce. But like they've kind of done away with that. You know, something like that needs to be, hey, you can only be on it for X amount of, months or whatever. But while they're on it, help them get back into the workforce. Help them obtain stuff so they can actually, become productive members of society or whatever,
And you know what? If people are so stupid that they want to spend all their money on drugs and not feed themselves and they die, personally, so damn be it. I personally don't care. And some people are just that dumb. We don't need to rescue every damn junkie or every idiot out there, okay? People take responsibility, address yourself, you cross the street. If you screw yourself, you screw yourself. Don't expect me to pay for it or feel sorry for you.
So, Defense Dad says he scored 200 rounds of ammo today. Now I feel unproductive because I didn't even go look for ammo today.
I feel like I should shut the hell up today.
Nah.
It was all good before your show, man.
Oh, so I am the reason why.
Mm-hmm. Damn Glock assholes.
Yeah.
You're the one that came on the show. It was voluntary. Yeah, exactly.
All right, maybe you got me.
You're the one who decided.
If I'm a wet blanket today, people. Sorry, wasn't my intention.
Yeah. So, like, yesterday morning, the wife was like, when we get our next gun, I kind of looked at her like, what?
What the hell is this bee shit? She got a mouse in her pocket?
I was like, I kind of looked at her, and she goes, nope. The next gun is going to be a single stack. I'm like, okay, I'll order a Cossaint Arms. So then she's like, well, how much is that going to cost? I'm like, the MSRP is like $1,800.
You could always just get her a nice little car.
Yeah. I don't want something that's going to be super snappy for her.
They're not. They're. I was really surprised at how soft they shoot for being a small gun.
Well, why do you got to spend $800?
I was thinking about actually
carry out.
Why? Who's spending 18 or 800? I was talking 18.
Yeah, but why?
Custom 1911, 2 different calibers. You get the 10 millimeter and the 40 cal.
So you're gonna feel cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
But no.
If that's worth it to you, that's worth it to you. I ain't gonna knock it. I just don't understand it. That's like buying a $10 pen. But everybody's different. Spends money in different ways. It beats drugs.
Exactly. Actually, I was looking at maybe I talked to her about maybe a SIG P365, XL or something like that.
I think you're screwing up. You just got in trouble for spending money, and now you're going to go out and blow a big wad like this and then get in trouble again. Why don't you just buy some regular price guns and get a couple of them, buddy? Spread it out. And you can still take her out to dinner.
I can still take her out to dinner anytime. And I don't know.
Telling you, everybody thinks there's a club, but there's no club, man. You get these expensive guns, you're just in the pissed off, I paid too much, my gun don't run right club. So, I mean, if you really want to get in it, go for it.
Which club's that? I
The
have.
high-end 1911 club.
Oh
Hey,
yeah.
barbecue guns. Don't count on them to save your life.
Well, well. Before I would go, I kind of want to. I know Greg's supposed to be coming over to Oregon from Coast St. Arms, and so I would probably go and shoot it first to see how it cycles and stuff like that.
Yeah, and I don't intend to mean not Coast St. Arms in any way or nothing like that. So it's just in general, from what I hear, because I'm too broke to ever figure it out myself. But most people that buy these high-end 1911s, it almost, they like them, but if they're honest, they don't run the best. And to me, that's damn sad when you can buy a $500 gun that'll eat any damn thing nowadays. So to me, there's no way you're getting my money, even if I have it. So I might buy one just to say I got one that looks nice so I can get it, but everybody's different. You know what I mean? To me, I don't want a $10 gun that don't work for shit or a $10,000 gun that don't work for shit, because if something comes up and I need it, it better work.
Yeah. Well, I was kind of flipping her a bunch of crap on the Coast Saint because, one, she would never carry that. That'd be just too heavy for her. Any of those like 1911s are going to probably be like too heavy. There's other, single stacks out there that would be just fine. Like the 365. Glock's got the 43, 42, 43X. Those are all single stacks. Then I think Smith & Wesson has a couple single stack. But before any of that happens, she's got to actually, try some of those in her hands, because I'm not going to go and buy $1,000 gun and then she doesn't like the way it feels in her hand or anything. And so now I'm sitting on $1,000 gun,
Yeah, that'd be pretty damn stupid. That price range, definitely try before you buy.
Yeah.
Unless you're Squid and just throw it on a credit card, and the hell with it.
I could. It's not that would be the problem, If this is something that she really wants, then if she wants a single stack, I'm not going to argue with that.
Now, are you into guns just because you like guns, or is it a defense thing? Is it a self-defense? Is it a preparedness aspect to it?
Both. I mean,
both.
Okay. I want to be able.
So
I want to be able to defend myself and defend the people I love, and everything. But then again, I really like firearms.
All right. So let's just look at your points. What you got going here? So you have some guns, I assume. You have firearms. Oh, yeah. You keep telling me you can get ammo like nobody's business. So, I assume you got a decent stockpile of ammunition as well. How are you with food? How are you with extra clothing? We have bills paid ahead. Is there, is there other areas you could be focusing some money to be sitting?
Justify yourself.
Shit gets rough down the road.
Well, let's see.
It seems like a lot of people are stuck on, I got $50, so let me go blow this $50 on a new gun, and then 2 weeks later they're asking for donations because they can't feed their kids or some shit. So I just,
Well,
I'm not saying that's you. I just don't want to see people be stupid and end up in that spot because you're the asshole that's going to go use your guns and rob your neighbors later. And that's not good.
nope. I have a nice 820 credit score.
Oh, the hell with credit. I'm talking, what do you have on hand now?
I have a
It
very
doesn't matter what you can get to. It's what do you have?
I have a very nice savings account built up for a rainy day.
That's probably in a bank, but I'm speaking of supplies. You have food, you have
Oh, yeah,
medical, you have
we have-
extra clothing. Do you
Oh,
have
yeah.
skills? Can you
Yep.
run down the block? Are you working on physical condition? There's a lot more to preparedness, man.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
I mean,
than
we have
just having the
yeah.
coolest gun.
Yep. We have prepper supplies saved up, ready to go just in case, and stuff that's ready to go so that if you don't have power, because we've lost power and stuff, so you have to be able to have stuff that you can do without having power. Especially when we had a snowmageddon here, 3 days without electricity.
It's a good start, but statistically, every time our country goes into a war, it's 4 years of hard times.
Yep.
4 years of hard times.
I live in an area where we have
sink into people. A couple gadgets and a box of food in the closet ain't gonna cut it for 4 years statistically on average through the wars in our history. So
we have
go by numbers. People should be a little better off than they usually are. The hell with the shiny car. Be able to feed your kids.
Yep. We live close to a river, so we can fish. We live in the mountain. We live close to mountains. We can hunt.
Well, have you? Do you put
Yep.
any of this into practice? Do you test your gear? Do you try to do this? Because it looks easy on a video trying to start a fire with a piece of flint. Let me tell you something. It ain't that easy. So,
Exactly.
when things are wet or trying to filter water or anything like that.
Or
I'm not trying to get everybody to doom and gloom, but you could end up stuck on a highway and have to survive because you got lost taking a shortcut. So some basics people should know.
Which rocks you can use to start fires with? If by chance you don't have flint on you, or matches, or a lighter.
Oh, the list goes on and on. But the general point I'm getting at is it needs to be a well-rounded system. You can have all the ammo and guns you want and starve to death in a few months.
Exactly.
So it doesn't do you any good. And it can be the same thing the other way around. So you could have the best supplies and not, you wouldn't hurt a fly. So your next door neighbor's just going to come take them when they get in a jam. And people got to feed their kids. Shit gets risky pretty quick. So,
I don't have to worry about kids.
Anything can be justified. Look at now in life. Friends, I'm just going to come by. And then they blow you off and they got tied up. They justified it, didn't bother calling you. It's fine in their mind. You shouldn't be upset. Now imagine starvation. Imagine all types of stuff: clothing, heat, fuel. Like, why can't you give me a ride to work? Because you guys are all carpooling to save money because there's no room. Well, guess what? That's a problem. I don't know. Like I said, I'm tripping today, man. I'm tripping, but just there's more stuff, and not literally Night Strike. Jesus Christ, but or not Night Strike, Midnight. But you gotta be well-rounded if you're truly prepared. So don't blow all your money on a new cool gun. Okay, shit that works.
Yep. I see we have Mr. Travis T that's jumped in, and Guns and Barbecue is out there. Did I miss anybody else? Jason Stewart. Try to scroll back a little bit. Yeah, so I have like I said earlier, before Patriot jumped in, I believe I have the shirt that he sent that I won on his his channel, and I have to do an unboxing of that mail call video for that. So what's your next video, Mr. Rob?
I'm not sure. I was gonna do like a boot review, so but I don't know, I haven't gotten around to it yet. And I was thinking of popping up a little thing, kind of letting people know about that Car Arms event. They're on the East Coast to make it, so
What Car Arms?
and there's a event in Greenlee, PA, I think it is. Car Arms is there in PA.
Yep.
And apparently yearly they have an event there, I believe, called the Rod of Iron Festival. It's AKA the Woodstock of the gun world. Basically all day deal, food, music. They're gonna have concerts going on, free firearms instruction classes, self-defense classes, combatics. They actually have a mat out there, so it'd be great to see Poos out there kicking some ass, but we know he won't make it. God forbid. But anyway, all types of different things. They have machine guns out there you can shoot. Obviously, there's stuff you could buy. The event's free. And fireworks, bonfire. Let's see. I don't know. It goes on and on, kind of. So, sounds pretty good. I heard about it from the rally. So,
if you
into it, and looks definitely interesting. So,
if you and Pancake Boy both go, I think you both should hit the mat and do a video on it.
No, I like Pancake Boy.
Well, I do too. But come on, that would be funny. You two wrestling.
Like I said,
you don't have to hurt him.
Pancake Boy, so no, somebody his size, I'd have to. I couldn't play, so I'd have to use his weight against him, and it would
your
be
speed.
fun. And so, I don't want to do that. We're friends, man. Besides, if it don't turn out well, I don't like being a pancake.
Oh, so Guns and Barbecue says at New York Outcast, the Rodent Grill Master tonight.
I think it's Resident.
I like Rodent better. so neither one of us can. He's. Come on, we all know that there's a lot of rodents in New York.
Oh yeah. Sarah, April, Michelle, Keisha. No.
I think that's rats.
Midnight can make it out there. It'd be cool. So, all you guys from local, man, come on out. So, there's a couple of hotels. We could do a big shindig deal. So, there's one that's got a bonfire fire pit out back.
I think
have a little after party. Could be a good time, folks.
I think Guns and Barbecue wanted to go to the rally. I don't know.
Rally. Yeah, he did. I'm sure he'd appreciate a ride to this too. Somebody up there in Michigan get off their ass.
Yeah. I thought he was in PA.
He is. He's in the very corner of PA. I don't want to dox anybody or anything.
Yeah. No.
Publicly put it out there. So for me, it's like it would have took me longer to go to his house than it did for the rally. So.
So he's on the western side of the state, not the eastern.
So, but if you're coming down from Michigan, you're driving right by. Hint.
Oh, who's in Michigan? Squib?
Yeah, that is true. Wow, I didn't think of that.
Well,
Patriot, but I don't know if they'd make it.
okay, that I don't know. You
Anybody
think
got
that-
a Tesla they can borrow?
I don't think either one of them should be driving a car. Poor conservative says he's over there.
There you go. Come on, folks. Don't talk about it, be about it.
See, that's what I was gonna say. I was gonna say that, but I did not want the blind leading the blind.
Be the 2020 planes, trains, and automobiles. As long as it's on video, it'll be good.
Squibby, Patriot in the Dark, 2A, EDU, and Firearm Guy. I guess they're all in that area. Yep. My Facebook page says I live in Intercourse, Pennsylvania.
Yeah, you better save your money.
Why?
If you live there, you gotta always be getting screwed.
If you go down the road, you've got what? Blue Balls and
That's crazy. Come on. I mean, can you imagine that in kindergarten? Blue balls, da da da. I mean, you don't want to see that. Come on, man.
I think there's 2 in the Bush also.
Well, that's still not right, but not as so in your face.
Oh,
Unless your
Yep.
face is in the bush.
yeah. There's some horrible names in certain states. You're like,
Yeah.
why would you
When
even
I
call your?
move, I'm not moving to a town named something like that. I can tell you that. So that's just
I know
that's
you.
horrible.
You already said you were moving to Portland.
Oh no.
You wanted to still have the feel of New York, but some freedoms.
No.
Hey, we have the evidence.
No, I want to move to where if you're in my yard bothering me in the middle of the night, I can legally shoot your ass. Not saying I would, but I could.
You
And
can
then
do
you
that
won't be
here.
in my yard bothering me. It's pretty simple.
You can do that here in Oregon. We have stand your ground. Just saying. We don't have a duty to retreat. Washington's the same way.
No,
You
I'd
have
like
stand
the
your
ground to be easy to dig holes quickly.
Well, in Portland, it's raining all the time.
Nah, Portland's not for me.
Ooh, there you go. So, Guns and Barbecue says I might actually have a ride to the Car Arms Festival. I have a buddy who wants to go to Jersey with him next weekend. Might be able to kill 2 birds with 1 stone.
Here we go. Freaking awesome, man. Yep. Guns and Barbecue just earned a little bit of extra man card right there. What about the rest of you? You gonna make it?
The poor conservative says Rob D is moving in with Pancake Boy and Mia.
Hey, he can cook.
That's what I hear, To go to PA, that'd be like a 3-day drive, 2-day drive. Not saying I have not driven across the country before, because I have. I drove from Eastern Washington to the South Carolina.
Well, I'll be honest. If you're not, extremely well off and just stupid rich, it's probably not affordable to drive across the country for this. But
Yeah,
it would be
exactly.
nice if you guys can make it.
Yeah, I have some.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe shaking my hands worth, $5,000 for plane tickets. I don't know. If so, come on down.
No. I'm not thinking that it's worth $5,000. Maybe $2,000.
Hey, that's still something.
I did Michigan to Anaheim in 42 hours. So that's almost a 2-day drive. Yeah, I think it was about $1,400 in gas to, drive across the country. Again, I was driving a U-Haul with a
I was gonna
trailer.
say, a lot of them.
I was driving a U-Haul with a trailer and a car on it, so not saying it was cheap.
Well, it'd be a hell of a lot cheaper than that driving a regular economy car or something. So,
Oh, yeah.
Again, not that I recommend you cross the country for it, but if you really want to, I'm flattered. But
Yeah, well, my vacation time right now is out the window because I've missed a few days with health issues, so I'm at 0.
I think I've got something like 124 hours.
Wow. Are you able to roll those over, or?
Yeah, I'm going to take the week of the election off just because I don't want to go into Olympia if Trump wins. Yeah, then I'll just save the rest of it for next year.
What do you mean?
You wrote Katie wants out, so I know you just punched the one that you wrote last time.
Oh yeah, I copy and pasted.
Yeah.
I got caught copying pasting text.
Yes, you did.
That's not a whole lot of that Nissan Rogue is wife's yelling at the dog that we're watching. So, but the Nissan Rogue, that thing gets like 36 miles to the gallon, and an SUV. So it actually gets pretty good gas mileage. That's probably going to be my next vehicle I get.
you said how many miles?
Like 36?
Yeah, supposedly that's better than my Civic. So that's kind of shocking.
Yeah. Nissans get really great gas mileage. It gets something like 28 in the city and like 36 on the highway.
I don't believe it. But you might be right, but I got a hard time believing that would be true. That's probably like a bare minimum car going on a flat surface with a remote control driving it or something.
Hey, there's cars out there now that get way better gas mileage than that. Hey, we got the double Foss.
Well, I know a lot claim to, but whether they actually do or not is another story.
So the poor conservative says my Grand Caravan only gets 27. So he's talking about a minivan.
I used to have a Dodge Power Wagon that got 7. But it didn't matter how much weight you put in it, you still got your 7.
Yep.
7 miles to the gallon.
Ozark says he's got to head out, so have a good night. And if you haven't been watching a lot of his videos, man, he's pumping them out.
Yeah, my wife's car, her Civic, it's a newer Civic. It's about 35 miles to the gallon if I drive it. About 45 miles to the gallon when she drives it.
Yep. If you're on a long road trip, that's when you just kick on the cruise control. And the one thing nice, like the Rogue, I borrowed one, and yeah, if you got the cruise control set, it will tell you upcoming speed limits and stuff, so you can be able to, pay attention to your speed and stuff. And talk about not having gas mileage. I had a 95 Suburban. Yeah, that thing would go anywhere you wanted it to go except past a gas station. It was like,
it's just like my 1595. Yeah, you get about 12, and if you're lucky on the highway, you might get 16. But yeah,
I was
though.
I was averaging 7 or 8 miles a gallon in city limit, and I was probably 10 to 15 on the freeway or on the highway. If I didn't keep my, if I kept my foot out of that throttle, and yeah, that Suburban cost quite a bit of money to fill in gas. And it was a 1500 also.
And New York to Wyoming, and that truck cost me $500, like even gas, using Gas Buddy as well, for 90% of it. Because there was a couple times it was like you'd pull off, and then they want you to go down one back road and down another, and this and that, and I was on a time crunch, so those ones I kind of skipped. But most of it I use Gas Buddy, and it still cost me $500 plus $50 tolls.
See, when I drove, the reason why it cost me a little more, and I could have saved gas if I would have, gone the shorter way and paid the tolls, but I was trying to avoid all the toll roads and everything. So
Because you're a criminal.
Because I'm a cheap bastard, and most of those toll roads charged by the axle. And so if you've got a U-Haul and a car dolly, you're paying one hell of a lot of axle fees. I paid one toll, which was in South Carolina, and you had to pay the toll to get on the road, and then you had to pay the toll to get off the road. And yeah, up.
You should go down to Florida. Trying to go with the area there. Something beach. I can't even now. Near
Cocoa
Malargo.
Beach?
It's not. No, it's close to Malargo.
Pebble Beach?
No. Gosh,
Key West?
No, that's way down. But anyway,
Waikiki Beach.
it's basically same thing. So driving down there, it's actually worse. You go 2 miles down the road, you hit a toll. You get off, you drive 2 more miles, you hit a toll. You go down at like every possible chance to get on or off the highway. There's a damn toll that you got to stop and pay. Like you can't just drive past it and pay when you get off and pay for all of them. You got to stop at every individual toll. I want to talk
Mark-
about bleeding you for change. I want to see somebody beating their head off the steering wheel. Oh my God, that was ridiculous. And they'll only take exact change at most of them.
See, that was the nice. You weren't paying change. It cost. I think I still have the tax.
Oh yeah,
when I
but keep in mind you're going 2 miles, dude, and then you got another $2.50, and then 2 miles, and this one's $5, and then you go 2 miles, oh $7, and then boom, you're down to $1.50. You're like, what the? Can't you just give me the bill at the end? I mean, you waste more gas sitting in the lines to do the damn tolls, and who carries that much damn change? Honestly, you know. Come on.
I see we have Mario out there, and he can tell you about that South Carolina toll road. I know they were talking about taking the tolls off of it. I don't know if they actually have finally done that or not. Yeah, it was definitely not cheap. It was like $1.10 per axle.
West Palm Beach. That's what it is. West Palm Beach. Yep, I just ate bacon, everybody. I hope you're jealous. It was fabulous.
Travis says with 2-axle trailer, you usually pay triple for tolls. Yeah. Well, I had 3 axles on the rig and then the trailer itself. And then they said, oh yeah, we count the fact that there's a vehicle on that trailer. So you have to pay for the 2 axles that are on the car that's on top of the trailer touching the road. And
yeah, I can understand going around them in that case. So if you're in just a regular car, I usually have my GPS set to avoid toll roads, but I always compare them because I don't mind going a little out of the way, but I don't want to get stuck stopping at every dang red light through a 20-mile stretch because I wanted to save $2. Honestly, at that point, I'd rather pay the $2, and that's happened a couple times. So it's like you really got to watch and look. And then a lot of those will kick you to that little back secondary road where you got an officer sitting in every damn parking lot waiting for you not to see that speed drop. And what are you going to do? You're going to pay the ticket. You're going to go all the way back because you were over 3 miles an hour? No, you're going to pay the damn ticket. So, yeah, it's just a lot of times when you try to be cheap, you're really not doing yourself any favors.
Yeah.
Coming from the cheap bastard I am.
Yeah, I'm a pretty cheap bastard too. I argued over 2 cents on a price.
I ain't that cheap.
Well, then when you factor in, okay, so it was the energy drinks were 2 for $2.98 or something, but then they charged me like $3. I'm like, whoa, wait a minute. Your sign back there says like $2.98.
Yeah, well, that's different. There's no reason to just pay more because they feel like charging you, making it easy.
And then the taxes. So you're going to charge 8 cents on the dollar. So now that's 24 cents instead of 16 cents. So now you're talking 26 cents instead of. I see we're joined out there by Mike. So yeah, that's the whole reason why I argued over 2 cents.
Well, people gone to war for just about, same amount there. You never know. They gotta watch these damn taxes. Overcharging people.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes like something like that. Usually I don't know. Sometimes I just let it go. Depends on the mood, but it depends though, because
Yeah.
some
Well,
of those things I think they do it intentionally, mismarket just to get you to pick that one up and then you pay full price. And a lot of people just are suckers and do it. So depends how much money I'm spending. I know the lady, you ain't getting a penny past her at the grocery store. Like if you screwed something up or whatever, she's gonna come away with a free gallon of milk out of this deal in the end. So to her it's principle. She'll wait all damn day and leave me stuck waiting on her or whatever the case is for $1 or whatever it may be. But me, sometimes you got to weigh it out. And if I really got to be somewhere at work for this and that, I don't have the time to argue about an extra nickel. I mean, I know, so I'll keep it in mind next time I go, but I'm not going to sit there and have a freaking meltdown sometimes. But yeah, everybody's got to pick their battles.
exactly. And
That's how they get you. These little stores around here, every time you can go in every day, buy a soda, and every day that damn soda is going to be a different cost depending on who's at the register. Yeah, that's the shit that pisses me off, because that's it's, and they usually will just round it up, and I know damn well they're putting that 50 cents in their pocket, and by the end of the day, after 30 sodas, they got $15, and they're going to buy a bag with it and laugh at you for it. So I don't like that stuff.
yeah, and then or you go to a coffee shop to get a coffee, and they charge you. One guy charges you $6.25 for the coffee, and then the next day they charge you $7.75. You're like, wait a minute. I don't see why.
Oh, yeah. I mean, if you can get $1 off a customer every day out of 200 customers, you're doing pretty good on top of your hourly wage.
What? Meanwhile, McDonald's charged me $1.49 to sub the round egg on my sandwich this morning. Dude, I have never had McDonald's charge me to substitute. Now, if I want to add something, like when I go in there and I get their chicken biscuit, I always add cheese to it. So I know I'm going to pay, like 70 cents.
For a damn slice of cheese. I think it's $1.25 they charge you for a slice of cheese, last I heard. So I heard a few people having shit fits about it. Like, I've known people to bring their own damn cheese.
Well, years ago, I went to the Hard Rock Cafe in Tokyo and ordered a couple burgers, and I got cheese and bacon because it was like 30 cents and 40 cents. And then when I got the bill, I realized it wasn't 30 cents and 40 cents. It was $3 and $4 to add cheese and bacon. So 2 cheeseburgers, 2 drinks and fries. This was back 2002-ish, but it was about $55.
And Mike says, stop going to Starbucks. I don't go to Starbucks. Their coffee is over roasted and tastes like shit.
It's bitter.
We have way better coffee shops than that.
The only thing I can really bear is that blonde coffee, but whenever it happens, it's always a blonde running register. So I'm like, yeah, give me a tall blonde, and it's just I don't like that. I'm not a fan of Starbucks anyway, but you see, I had to go there for the rally. It was the only damn coffee place. I was like, oh great, I wonder if I'm gonna get arrested. And of course, I think it was a blonde or whatever at the counter. So all right, it wasn't deep, was it? I don't remember, but needless to say, yeah.
There's probably other coffee shops.
Yeah, that's the only thing that tastes close to coffee. But it was
Like
no,
Dunkin'
it's the only
Donuts?
one they don't have it. We did a search while we were standing there, and that was the closest one within walking distance. And my lady
Oh.
actually went for me that time. So, but yeah, it's kind of awkward, and I'm sitting there and saying, yeah, I'll take a tall blonde to a tall blonde. And I'm waiting to go to jail in New York. So
I see we were joined by the Rogue Banshee out in the crowd and Mr. Carolina EDC on the panel. Welcome.
What's up?
Not much. I see I spaced off sending you a link.
Yeah, I just got home, so
Yeah. When I saw you in the crowd, I was like, did I send him a link? So, my bad for not sending you a link earlier. But
it's all good. It's all good. But yeah, I took this beauty today out to shoot, and it was awesome.
I saw that video.
It is nice. That trigger, it is so light.
Actually, I think it is. As Travis said, I think it's only like 40 cents to add cheese. Yep. It was great being on the panel with the Rogue Banshee on Thursday night over on Clover Tax channel. That was pretty fun. Oh, woman.
I'm gonna hop off, guys, for a minute. Get these earbuds out of my ear. So I didn't realize it's been like 3 hours, and they're getting glued to my ear. So pop
Well,
off
see,
for a minute. And I just did a Rick show too, so I need a
Yeah.
quick break. I'll be listening, so feel free to talk shit. I know you will anyway, but I may pop back in a little bit.
see, that's why you got to get those over the ear. You got to get those over the ear headsets.
That's what I use. Just a cheap gaming headset I got off Amazon.
I went to Staples and got the Logitech. They were like $20.
Yeah, they're very inexpensive nowadays. So you can get my Walmart all day long.
I've got a nicer set, the Razors that I gave to my son to use because they sound exactly the same as these cheaper ones.
Yep. Yeah. I don't know. I don't see that, and I don't go to Walmart, so I haven't been to a Walmart in 3.5 years. Yep. We are still talking crap about you, Rob.
Poop, 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 poop.
But yeah, these little Logitechs are nice, especially with the little boom mic that comes off of it. You can kind of put it wherever you want. Yep, that's exactly my feelings. Fuck Walmart. I worked for them, and I was in the electronics department and I landed them 2 gigantic contracts for TVs, and then they're like, "Yep, your probationary period's over, and we're not going to bring you on." Oh, okay.
That sucks.
I just landed you a hotel that is locking in for a 5-year contract to replace TVs with 100 TV order, and I'm not doing a good enough job. And I was part of a class action lawsuit against them. So I will not support them.
I don't know. I don't think I've been to one 2 years. Probably about 2 years.
So, what's going on with you, Mr. Carolina? You got anything new coming out?
Yeah, that's what I was doing today. Trying to film some more videos, quick little videos. I need to start editing. Supposed to release one today, which I forgot. Probably do it here after this. But a lot of stuff coming up. Just need the time to film it.
Yeah, I got to film some videos too, and I just haven't. I've been kind of in a blah mood. So
Yeah, I'm taking advantage of it now since it's cooled off a lot. So now it's the best time to be out there.
I wish it had cooled off. We're still 80s, 90s.
That's weird.
Yeah, this is not normal around here. We should be in the 70s and everything, but yeah. Fox is up there probably enjoying the nice cool weather.
Yeah, it only got up maybe upper 70s here. It wasn't as bad as down there. That kind of sprinkled today.
We had some rain like a week and a half ago or so, maybe 2 weeks ago, which helped get the smoke out of here. But we're not seeing any real kinds of rain, and we could really use it.
Yeah, it rained on and off all week. I think last week, so we got probably a little over 2 inches. It was nice, kind of cleared out all that smoke.
I think we've got a half inch of rain in the last 130 days. Yep.
Yeah, it's funny when we everybody thinks it rains all the time up here, but summertime we'll get long stretches of really nice weather, and you can tell who's from Washington because they'll start complaining that it hasn't rained.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm actually starting to, like, I was from Eastern Washington, and, probably around mid-August, you're begging for the snow to show up. You're like, God, just give me some snow. And then when the snow shows up, you're like, I really didn't mean it. But yeah.
Yeah, we got some rain here Thursday and been starting to cool off a lot.
When I lived in South Carolina, we pretty much got rain every day when I was there, but it was only for like 5 minutes a day. It just come in, just bam, a huge downpour, and then it was gone.
Just enough to make it even hotter.
Yep.
Sticky, hotter, and everything else.
But the humidity didn't get up real horrible up there when we were there. I think like 60% humidity was the highest it got the whole time we were there.
Yeah, I guess it depends what part you live in.
I was in Simpsonville.
Oh, yeah. It gets hotter over there.
everyone kept saying, "Oh, well, this is a abnormal year. This has been an abnormal year." And then, like when I first moved down here to Southern Oregon, everyone kept saying the same thing. "Oh, this is an abnormal year. You know, blah blah blah. We normally don't get snow and everything." And then, like the very next year, we got 18 inches of snow, and we're out of power. Some people were out of power for like a month because of the location where they were at. We were out of power for 3 days.
Yeah, Outcast is right about that.
Yeah. Yep. But it can be cold without having to have snow. You know, if it's in the 50s, it's cold. Just saying.
Oh yeah, especially if the wind starts blowing. That's even cold.
Yeah. Yeah. That's the one thing. Being Idaho, Montana, South Dakota, North Dakota, Wyoming, and stuff, those guys get some horrific weather. I mean, they're like, they get into the negatives for like weeks or months. I would not want to live there. No. Oh, even though it's 50, I'm still wearing shorts. I mean, I may complain that it's getting cold, but I'm still wearing shorts and sandals. I don't think I've worn pants in 3 years.
Yeah, I don't know about shorts in the 50s, but that's a little too extreme for me.
It is, you know, depending upon like going from living on the West Coast to moving over to the East Coast, it's a whole different kind of like weather. I mean, yeah, the temperatures can be the same, but they feel differently. So, like when we were there, there was a skift of snow. I mean, a skift, and everyone looked at me funny because I went and drove to work. You know, like everybody's closing their businesses and stuff, but that cold went like straight to your bones, and it would cause your bones to just ache. But like out on the West Coast, you could have the same temperatures, and yeah, you're like whatever, you know, because it's not that wet, the wet cold. So yeah.
Yeah. Have a good one, Rogue.
Yeah, enjoy, you guys. See you later, Rogue.
So what do y'all have coming up? Anything new?
I have to film a mail call that I got, and I still got to film my favorite rifle video. I've just been kind of hesitant on which rifle I want to go with.
Yeah.
And do I want to go like ultra I don't know, like controversial on there,
Mm-hmm.
and see what kind of backlash I get from going that ultra controversial.
Gotcha. DM, what you got going on?
Oh, not much. I thought about doing a gun review, but I need to get some range footage. So maybe do it tomorrow. I don't know.
Gun Loving Grandpa says he just bought a mount for his AR so he can mount a camera. Nice.
So DM, I bet that kind of messes up your take somebody to range videos on it.
Yeah, it has. There's a couple people that want to go, but with all this garbage going on, it's kind of put the kibosh on that. I'm hoping to get my niece out to the range here in the next couple weeks, but I don't know for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. I gotta say it, like when I emailed you, I think we gotta get together and do some videos.
Yeah, I'd love to get together with you. I'll take you guys out.
It'd be fun. We could you film one part and I film another part of it, and for them to see the whole video, they'd have to watch both of our channels.
And y'all going to SHOT Show?
No. I don't have the vacay for it, and I've got some other things coming up. So I gotta kind of focus on that kind of stuff that's happening.
I think if I tried to go to SHOT Show, they would just laugh at me.
Why would they?
Who are you?
Nah. They like to, see new faces. They don't want to see the same faces every year.
And there's a lot of people that are saying they're not going to go. Some of the bigger channels are like, yeah, I'm just not going to go. So
yeah, I'm not going.
It might leave room for some of the smaller channels to actually get in and have a first time appearance.
Well, it's supposed to be bigger because they're adding in the other venue. I think they're still going to do that.
Yeah, I don't see how they're going to keep everybody separated.
Like, I think it's just going to be at Caesars, and it's only going to be like a 2 or 3 day event.
I just want to go for the shooting part section. That's all I want to go for.
We got 223 DMR jumping in there. So, you guys have anything you want to talk about?
Not really.
Foss?
Not really. I think we covered anything I would have wanted to cover.
Yeah, well, you want to do your outro and we'll get up out of here? We're pushing 3 hour mark.
So, was Kingpin in here earlier? Yeah, he was here.
Yeah.
So if you haven't checked out Kingpin's channel, God, I forgot to get the link for it. So go find him on the YouTubes. He's closing in on 1,000 subs, and it'd be great to get him up to 1,000. If anyone deserves it, I think he does. He does a lot for a lot of channels. He's always out there supporting everyone and never asks for anything in return. Never promotes himself. So I think if you get a chance, go check him out. Give him a sub, and hello to G Webs just in time to say goodbye to G Webs.
Yeah, G-Web is here. He does a lot of good promotions for the 2A community also, and some great patches that he has on his gear websites. So
And
go ahead.
then check out anybody that's been on the panel. And sorry, Carolina, you came in late and I forgot to put up your. So throw a link to Carolina. Throw a link to your channel out there while I'm talking, real quick, if you can.
Yeah, I don't know how to do that from the phone.
Oh, okay. Well, so check out anybody that's been on the panel or anybody that's been out there in the chat. Find someone new. Never know what you'll find, or start a channel yourself because maybe somebody wants to hear what you have to say.
Mr. Carolina, you want to go ahead and give your outros?
Yeah. I agree with DM Foss. Yeah, check everybody out, especially Kingpin, everybody else, yourself, anybody out there in the chat. Make sure to check everybody if they have social medias, follow them. Big way to support them. If they have links, Patreon or anything, also support them that way. They're on Gunstream. Check them out on Gunstream as well. Yeah, just check everybody else and keep up the good work. Your Outcast. I won't subscribe to him, Power Joe.
Oh, looks like Gun Loving Grandpa got to it. That's what I was doing. I was searching for for Carolina's link. So
Appreciate it.
thank you all for jumping on, and thanks to Rob D for being on here. Two Gun Kitty was on here earlier. So thank everyone for coming in, checking it out, and remember, it's getting voting time. We need to start paying attention to who's running for our areas and try getting some people in there that are actually going to represent what we truly believe in. So thank you all, and we shall see you next weekend. So
Later.
Bye bye.